Okay. You gotta download this. Apparently it's fun. Need some tips and tips or shortcuts to let you know. I think I'm definitely gonna need some help, but I'm just gonna have a little look-see through all of this. Not to mention, you can't really... Ooh, hold on. What is this? Give me one moment. So, do we... I'm alright. Fuck. Right, what do I do? Let's have a look. Mega Buster, so this is where you put the weapons then, I take it. So you got Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. B? What is B? G. B and G, don't know what that's about. B for bass. What's G then? Those are the rush coils and shit. Alright, cool. Music. Eight. Alright, cool. Oh, boy, boo, boo. Recent favorites. Oh, that's cool. Favorites. What? Oh, cool. BFG. Love how your internet is dying. It's dying. So, backgrounds, tiles, Mega Man. You could be Proto Man, Bass, or Roll Cool. Baddies. Checkpoints, general. Yoku block, reflector, time bomb, weapon blocks, Mega Man 11, crumbly rumblies, and then you got all of this cool shit. Cool collectibles and bosses. Oh, cool! You can have a Yellow Devil. It doesn't have everybody, but that's fine. Shocking how we don't have Clown Man. That's actually kind of strange. Cool, we're not going to be relating to this yet anyway. We need to establish. So how do I make this go away? There we go, right, fantastic. G stands for Game Boy. You like how... You know what, I'm going to turn the music back on. Seeing how there's no OST, I'm going to turn that off, so I might as well just have this playing until... I turn it off for gameplay's sake. That is not what I wanted. How do I turn this off? I did not want to activate a background. Can I undo? Yes. It's as simple as left click. Fantastic. Righty-ho. Front, back. Okay, so you got front and back layers. Grid. Locate you. How do I zoom in and out? I remember you did this before. You could see... There it is. Right, so that's how you see the map. Okay, it's all starting to come back to me. Shortcuts, change UI, no. Return to menu, load, save your level, build online. That sounds insane. Please enter a name level before saving it. Okay, how do I do that? Is it this? Oh. Tab open your favorites. Well, I don't have any. Not yet. How do I put in a name? Maybe I have to have something in the level. The gear icon. There it is. Stokeapes. Giant. Gungle. Yes. Okay. Sliding? Sure. Charge shots? Sure. Double damage? Why? Proto strike? Why? Double jump? Why? Dodge roll? Dodge roll? Turn that off. Change broom. Oh, charge broom. Right. Are these for other characters? Well, you're not going to be playing as other characters. I don't think these matter. That one, it looks bigger, I guess. Save. Level saved. Okay. Now we have a file. Righty ho ho. Grid. Where am I? Not that one. Map. Alright, I want to go far left. Remember, because bad guys, only good guys go left to right. I'll do just one here. Can you zoom in and out? I have no idea. Gungle. Orange squares on the top right. Mega Man can only slide and charge shot settings. You can control S to save. Okay, that'll be good to know. Unfortunately not. That's kind of bad. That's actually kind of bad. But you can use the mini-map to warp to scenes. Well, Jesus, okay. This feels strangely restrictive, but I guess I'll put up with it. There we go, we'll start with this. No, that's not jungle, that's more alpine. Deep digging. I like how they've redrawn some of these sprites, it's pretty cool. There's a shortcut manual on the bottom right square. Pro tip, when a background has the letter T on it, it means it can be layered. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. I wonder why T. You're going to understand why this is the same aspect ratio as the game itself, which is cool, I guess. I guess I'm just a bit picky. Put two backgrounds on top of each other. If you want some cool looking jungle backgrounds, go to B tab. B tab. Intro. Intro. Oh, hey yo, look at this. This looks pretty nice. Got a nice open window. Cool. Ooh. Got a... Yes! That's nice. Good. Whoa. Lush. I think that's about it for now. Okay, let's get started. Front, back. No, that should be. So how do I layer things? You can change the background color using the G color button on the background tab as well. I don't see that. Background color. Ah! Okay, we'll get to that later. Don't worry about layering, it's all automatic. What do you mean? So how do you know what prioritizes? How does a game know what to prioritize if it's automatic? That's confusing. I'd prefer it if it was... I need to see this for myself. Hold on a sec. Just grab this. Doesn't matter. Right. So you need to put that one down first. Look at that. Wrong music, but whatever. Right, Looks like a jungly boss arena. It does. Not exactly what I wanted. But now I'm starting to get the gist of it. Bugger off, Megger. Yeah, that one. And then what we want is... I know exactly what we want. There you go. Right, so we want this. With this. Kind of. We're getting there. There's a... We want the So... Orange. Because green. There you are. I'm gonna take it that there's a jungle tile here as well, amongst it. There we go. Another grass tile, haha, jokes. I like that this game has jokes, that's great, makes me feel... Okay. Ooh, interesting, hey yo. It's a snap. I get you now. Interesting. What am I making? I have no idea yet. Maybe. Where is... Nope. That's not really doing it for me. No, thank you. Oh yeah, that one never really felt right either. Anyway, I can mute music until I'm ready. Music's one of the hardest things to get right. So... whatever. I can just do it manually. I think. At least I thought I could. Apparently you can't mute this game. So, save. You cannot mute music. That is... after all this time? Okay. Right. Okay, I'm just gonna... I've got no choice then. Where is the mixer? Okay, there you go. Just gonna have to put up with it. Okay, good. Right. Now that I've got all this sorted, let me actually make something. Is there actually a way to... not now at the very least. Cold tile, burner tile. Ground tile, right. So, hold on, I don't want that. If I remember rightly, it's 6? Which one am I thinking about? Or is it 9? Bah, whatever. There it is. Fuck. That's the one I wanted. Probably 3. Hmm. Yeah, it looks alright. Right, let me think. About there. So there's no override, that's weird. Yeah, good. Is this something? Yeah, it's matched to it. That's not what I want. Yes, thank you. Deal with that later. Let me think here. Is there really not? That doesn't seem right. I swear there was more than this. Has some stuff been taken? No, that's stupid. There's no way. You know what? He doesn't need it. Fuck it. What am I looking for? Just some spikes. It's nothing. Just some... Oh, wait. It's got its own tab. There it is. That's why I couldn't find it. It's got its own tab now. There it is. There. You. Oh, I see. It's the end piece. What if I don't want an end piece? What if I want a centerpiece? Voyate and Lavoy bush. Behold bush. We have a bush tab. Imagine the Rayman redesign era. God, I played the fuck out of that game. I'm glad I got into Rayman redesigner before it became not my cup of tea. The game itself is fine. Again, why does it choose to do this? That is odd. That's strange. Okay, never mind. I'll just leave it. Hope I'm not being too overwhelmed by your info. Nah, it's fine. This is just how I am when I'm working. I've talked about this a lot of times on stream, and I bring it up a lot. When I'm playing games and having a conversation, it's completely different to when I'm working. I'm quiet, and I wait for instruction. I don't and I felt like having a chill stream, so I thought I'd go into work mode for 3 hours as opposed to dicking about. Nothing wrong with a bit of dick, though. Okay. You know what? Just go for a green spike. Again, it does this. You know what? I don't want spikes. If you're gonna do this to me, I don't want spikes. I suppose I could do this business. No. No. What the fuck? Okay, right. What about this? Can't see it. Gonna have to compromise. That does not convey shit. It's more curious than dangerous looking. Okay, that's obvious. That is blatant. If I fall down this hole, I'm gonna get hurt. Yes. Pew 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 pew. If I'm looking for something specific, let you know. Sure. Brr. So that needs to be a 3 now because yes, it does still do that. That's amazing. Cool. What's next? Mega Man Maker Markiplier? Hmm? It needs a floor to point up. Okay. Nope, not that one. That one. Okay, we'll do this. 1, 2, 3 times. Bonk, bonk. Raise this up a tad. One, two, raise it up a tad. Whoa, bloody hell. Bloody hell, look. Did you see that? Fuck me. Fucking crazy that was. 1, 2, raise it up. Just some simple jumping to begin with. Not asking the player to do anything wacky yet. Although... no, not yet. Here, though. Here and above, perhaps. Yes. The jump is fine, I think. I don't think it needs anything insane. Nah, that's perfect. Nothing too wacky. Doesn't need to be wacky. Why make it whack? Captain Jack? Okay, then... Oof, that doesn't look nice. That's okay. Yeah. That'll be good for the people who are obsessed with continuity in their spriting. It doesn't go up the same. Why is there a brown where it needs to be? It's like, if there's something we could have that looks like rope, that kind of looks like rope. Ooh, that's good. Jagged ladders, I like it. What else do we have? That looks pretty cool. Wood. Kind of looks like rope. Wheelie. My anus ladder. I guess we could try that. No, I quite like the let's go back up here. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Really cool to see these 8-bitified with these 16-bit graphics. True, it is nice to see. How do I do this now? I remember there was a way you could have a solid tile that you could make a background. Let's experiment a bit. Doesn't have to be anything. What do I mean? Let's see if I can convey my interest for visual medium. Aha! It just does it automatically. Never mind. Fantastic. What an amazing time to be alive. Okay, now I just need to find something tree-ish. In the decoration tab. Waterfall bushes. Some grass. Grass might be good. I'll come back with the finishing touches later. Kinda just want to get the basics down first, and then I'll come back with the lovelies. Woodman tile. Do you turn into a tree? You do not. Make everything sparkly. Credits tile. Wood. Would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? No, he wouldn't. He'd pay someone else. Plant man's wood tiles. Plant Man was 6, wasn't it? Or was it 5? No, it was 6. We got something going on here. Hey, there we go. That's tree-ish enough. And the hue matches with the, hey, oh, okay, you can't do a 3 trunk. That's a bit annoying, actually. Shit. Okay. Change of plan, Jack. Tell the office we don't want a tree anymore. Sun rays? Excuse me? What do you mean? Makes the top of your waters... Oh, it's for water. Yummy. Full shadow. Big house. I love how that's a big house. Christ. Crash orb. Bandicoot. Needle background. Napalm grass. Yo, palm tree shit? Oh, fuck. Ooh. No, I do like palm trees. Do you mind? I want to decorate my fucking... Yeah, there you go, asshole. Fucking... Would you like to change colour? Would you like to fuck off? I'm busy. Cactus. Turbo sign. Intro bush. Intro bush. What a great name for that. Intro bush. Alright, I'm losing track here. I'm looking at all the decorations when I really should be focusing on the main level itself. I can come back and pretty up this place later. I need to stop. It does it automatically. That's good to know. Holy shit. That's terrifying. Woodman stage. It only has one tile. How the fuck does Woodman only have one tile? Okay. How do we compromise this? I guess I could just bite the bullet. Or... no, it goes against my idea. Goes against my idea. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, you know what? HR screw it. If you can't figure out why, then compromise. But the compromise is so ugly. Undo. Tedadiski. If the compromise does not fulfill your desires, then what you do is you take the garden and you rip it up from the roots. And start again. There's no point slamming your head against the wall that's not going to come down. Whoopsie doodles. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The hell is this? Ball. If anybody wants to make a ball stage, you have the tools now. Okay. I have an idea, but it sucks. And I'm just gonna have to do it. Because otherwise I'll be just sitting here all day doing nothing. I wonder. Yeah, it needs to be up against the wall like that. So is there, I take it there's no way to, Nope. So the layers are fixed, you can't customize them. Okay. Okie dokie dokie dokie. They layer automatically. Boom ba boom da boom. Boom ba doom da doom. Boom ba doom da doom. Ding 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 ding. There we go. Bum 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 dum bum ba dum bum. Okay, first of all, let's see if this works the way I hoped for. Kind of. I take it there isn't a treetops. You can use customize shadows in the decor tab to make the transition between backgrounds smoother. It's not the transition, it's how the next screen is presented. Is the treetops in Mega Man 2? Let's take a look. Hey. Maybe. That's cool. Actually, we could use this. It doesn't have to be tree tops, but you can be in the trees. That works with me. I can agree to that. You were working on something cursed, but now you're distracted. Well, that's a lovely background. That actually works really well. I might remember this later. I want that. That is too... Proceeds to forget. I've put it in favorites. Sniffs proudly. what's this? Aha! Yes! This is actually perfect. Okay. Hopefully you'll see what I mean now. So you're down here, and then you climb. Up, and then, oh, look, you're in the trees now, and now it's the treetops. Yes! This is what I want. This is what I want! Yes! Okay. We can move on now. What are you sniffing for? Be very, very quiet. I'm sniffing for wabbits. You made your 100th level. I made a lot of traditional levels. What do you think Mega Man Maker smells like? Like a new car. A new car. I don't mind using the intro bush as a thing to stand on, but if there's anything better that's leafy, I will use it. That would be good, but it's got that glass around it, and as cool as that is, it's not what I need. I think this is supposed to... Oh yeah, we heard you make us like grass tiles. You heard correctly, you piece of... Okay. Yeah, she's gonna be fucking mint. I should probably favourite this ladder too, I'm going to be using it a lot. Whoopsie doodles. Okay, so... Nah, I'm okay with this. The grass, the tile being lighter helps to give contrast to the layer. Like the darker greens are definitely for the background, lighter greens are for the front. We've got it. We've got it, chaps. Don't you worry about that. What the hell is... Hello. Yo, what the flip is this? What the funny flip is this? What the funny... flippin' heist master is this? I'm gonna start punching. Okay. What the funny flippin' funny fuck is this? Walks into a bank. Some Mega Man Maker usuals are gonna start popping up. Like rats in the woodwork, they'll start coming out of the seams. Making some funny bean jokes at me. Right there. Right there. And then we're gonna have to do this. Oopsie doodles. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the height. Cool. Then what I'm gonna do is grab some of this. Because even though you could fall through, that's annoying and very rude. But on this one, I'm going to encourage you to fall through, so you can come back meow. You'll love this game, it's one of your favourites. There's a big tournament coming up in a few weeks called Mega Mario League. It's a speedrunner competition. It was asked to make a few levels for it. That's cool. That's flipping cool, that is. Sorry if it sounds like I'm chewing on something, it's because I am chewing. Let's give this a little run through. I'll put an enemy here. Nice. Now we're somewhere cool. Up in the trees. Funny flipping yes. Get your thing, you can't go over. Fuck yes, everything's going great. Everything's going great so far. I'm going to add some canopy. Nice. Right. Alright, how do I... There it is, weapon capsule. Do these float? I hope so. They do float indeed. I like it when my collectibles float. Okay, rush coil. Thank you. Whoopsie doodles. No, I don't want to return, thank you. I got a little bit too excited. Grab. Fuck yes. Fall down. Woohoo! Ah, yeah, baby. Now then. Let's make this first area a little fun. This is fine. Nothing needs to happen here. Over here, though, what do we got? In order to not soft-lock the player, you might want to place down an energy dispenser. Soft-lock the player? How can you soft-lock the player in this? I need to know, just in case I accidentally do so myself. Ah, right, that diddly-do. Gotcha. Yeah, no problem. From that point on, the rush coil won't be mandatory. It'll be something that the player can use if they want. I'm not going to trap the player behind an arbitrary puzzle design like that. I think once is enough. I disagree wholeheartedly with how Zelda does it. You got this one gimmick. Now every puzzle designed from this point on is surrounded by that gimmick. It's like fun. Does it have bosses? It's got bosses. I don't think all of them, but it's got bosses. Pee-pee. Walking bomb. Snake. Nah. No snake. I want something that lets the player know there's going to be enemies, but I don't want it to be something that's going to wipe them out. I'm not making a Kaiser. You made one small mistake. Time to die. That might be something. Let's take a look. That is exactly what I'm hoping for. Something that's stationary, easy to hit, but isn't going to cause problems. But lets the player know there's shit ahead. Yes. Wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted. I'll have something a bit more tricky here. Keeps with the jungle theme too. Oh shit, the flower rockets. Fuck yes. Use the monkeys from Mega Man and Base. Hold the phone. I just saw this little character. What the fucking hell is this? What is this little freak? Oh, he kisses you! That's a cool little thing. But I don't want it. But they have a ton of health. Maybe not yet then. Sounds like a later job. Monkey's on the top left of the bass selection. Let's take a look at him. What's this? Oh, are these the type of balls he can throw? Whoa. Cool. Yeah, later. I will put him in favorites though. There we go. So I don't forget. Maybe something simple over here. It doesn't all... There can be a jungle theme, but they don't all need to be jungle related. Something abstract will work just fine. Funny owl? Nah. Why am I so good at making monkey noises? I studied them for a long time, and I was around them for a long time. What the hell is this thing? Oh, it's the... That's cool. Mega Man 11 spoilers, though. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh. Oh! Goops on you. Machine Gun Joe? Cool. Oh, it's that cart. Not interested. Petty Devil. Fire Totem. The pseudo likes. Classic Joe! He was raised by apes. I'm actually a monkey. I'm a monkey. I like how the penguin's raised by penguins in the Burton movie. This game has so many enemies and gimmicks, it's genuinely insano. Insaniano. Voltec. Bunbyox. Let's see. Brown? It's in a barrel. That's I'm okay with this. How's this go? What do you do? Oh, I see. So you're a that's interesting. Maybe. Skullwalker. Submarine. Yafu. Puka. You know what I should do? Where's Mega Man 9 gone? There it is. Stick you there. Just simply because I like your chutzpah. You can confirm he's a real app. Oop. Cuckoo? Maybe not a chicken. A tiger, though. A tiger works. How do you behave, though? Yo, he's aggressive. Roar. Could work. Maybe. I like it. I like the tiger. I'm going to put you in favorites. But maybe not right there. A Geary. A tank. Big muscle. Oh. Crystal Joe. I remember this guy. Train. Oh, that's cute. The Oblivion better be buggy as all fuck. What? The Oblivion? Yo, bug? What bug do? Oh. Oh, fun. 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 Have idea for bug. A rat! We've got to have a rat. Okay. I like the rat. Putting the rat in somewhere. The Oblivion remake. I feel like I should know about this, but for the life of me, I've completely forgotten about anything to do with an Oblivion remake. Weaponized ceiling fan. That reminds me of some... Super Bowl Jr. Maybe. The shield guy. This thing. Big ass cat that flicks fleas at you. Giant spring. Yambo. Flies could work. Flies could work as a passive thing that zooms on by. What do you like, though? Do you... Oh! Yes. Works with the tropical theme. Thank you, fly. Grenade. Spiky. The snake is cool, but I don't want you. Hammer Joe, maybe. Hammer Joe is the easier one to avoid, isn't it? Yes, he is. Yeah. Hammer Joe's the... I don't mind the Joes, but some of them are definitely better than others, and I think Hammer Joe is probably the best balanced. Because he can still get you, but he's easy to dodge, and he lets you know when it's going to happen. The other Joes kind of just stare at you, and then surprise attack you, and it's like, what the fuck? It's not nice. Hot dog. Hot dog is a reference to Ghouls and Ghosts, by the way. Big ass fish. More like hammer, no. I think you deserve a big piece of cake for that. You know what? We've got a good selection of enemies. We've got gorilla, jumpy plant, tiger. The bug isn't really an enemy, but it's cool. We've got rat, fly, hammer Joe. You know, most levels don't have that kind of variety. I'm pretty happy with this. So... put a hammer Joe right there. So is the ratio of drops the same in this? Or is it non-existent? Yeah, it's about the same. Nice. Opens his eye, throw. Nice. Yes, yes, yes. Happy, happy, happy. That's a very nice first stretch. Let's go into decorations. Bush! Nah, not that kind of bush. What it was called? Hammer bite? Oh, bite. That really threw me off. I was like, what the shit are you talking about? Fucking... My brain went to... I've never heard of a Mega Man enemy called that. Like, really threw me off. Is my OST looping? It is, it does, it loops. That's great, thank you. Throne? Like ham, where? Woo! What other decorations do we have? Water sploosh. Needle. Needle. Napalm. Oh yeah, the palm trees. I do like those, but I don't know if they suit this. Not yet. Lamppost. Lamppost. I can attach more grass. Oh, that's cool. You can have frosty grass if you so wish. Yeah, put some smaller one. Whoa, what the funny fuck? Okay, never mind. I guess it does what it wants. Nice, this is looking lovely so far. Foreground grass, background grass. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, happy with first section. That's finished. Moving on. Moving on. Next, we shall have... we shall have a Rilla. I kind of like the green and I like the watermelon. Where is... well, first of all, we need to see what kind of... whoa, that's what it does? That's pretty wild. So that one fucking throws shit. What about that one? Oh, that goes for a bouncy boo. That's pretty good though. Because that's, you will come up, see this, and you'll see the pattern immediately like, okay, that is... before you have time to do anything about it, but that's good. What about this one? Rock. It just gives you a rock. Okay. Holy moly, what's this one? Oh. I'm going to guess that one bounces from the ceiling as well. Because that one doesn't look like it's losing any inertia, it's just going. That'll be fun. And this one is just straight up down. Yes. That one actually might be better. For this, maybe. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. 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 I want to see what this does. Cool. Alright, I'm going to... honestly, I think the spikes is better. Yes, spikes is better, and I liked where it originally was. You come up the ladder. So let's just reenact this. Dibbly dibbly do, you come up the ladder, you see threat. You are not going to know it's throwing spikes until you're up yet, and when it does, it explodes, and now you have a clear vision of what to expect. You can take out the enemy, but also examine the threat that's yet to come. Then later from this point on, you'll have an idea of what it is that's coming, but obviously the levels will be built more around the challenge. I think this is a good... you can just stand here and get rid of the guy despite their health. Yeah. And then throw yourself in the spikes. Whoa. Now then. Let's see. What were to happen? That's going to be the only Rilla, by the way. That's going to be there just to teach the player. Over here is going to be something else. When we get to the next screen down here, that's when things will start kicking up with Rilla. With Rilla talk. What could we have here? We could have flies. We could have flies coming down. They're annoying. They're annoying and fun. Let's see how this works. Deal with the tutorial threat. Whoa. Cool. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Nice. I think we could do with one more. Inch that to the left a bit. And we could put another one here. Yes. The flies are good at keeping you on your toes, but they're not an immediate threat. They only come at you twice. You don't need a whole lot to learn about these. Okay, let me learn about the fly. Gone. Yeah, this is fine. Keeps you entertained. Easily dodgeable. Drop down, then you're back here again. Cool! We are done for the first bit. How long did that take? About an hour and a half. Right, so this will be a multi-stream series then. Also, if you want cool animation with the monkey enemy, try placing it high in the air. Cool, he drops down. That actually kind of works here. It's like it comes down from the treetops. You climb up the ladder, woo, and he comes down and starts throwing shit. I like it. Ooh. Yes, I actually do like that. Are you going to place many chat points? Oh yeah, I'm going to. There's going to be one here. Now that we're moving on. Fuck is this? Oh, it's Slash, the dinosaur. But actually, it's a cock. Cross his arms. Yeah. Didn't expect to see that coming, did you? Shits. When is the Stokeape rat Sona? That's a good question. Checkpoint. Right there. Right there. What's this? I guess we'll find out one moment. Yeah, walk onto it. And then you drop down. Cool. Cool. I like that. I like what I just did there. That's good. Bum, 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 bum. Glad to see you got a hang of this a bit. It doesn't take me time. It doesn't take me time? I guess, yeah, that's English. It doesn't take me time. What things would Rantsona rant about? Too many things. Way too many things. Nah, kind of just after a, like a black. Can we have that? Can we have just black? It's too pretty. Fortunately, there is no just black. Okay, I'm gonna have to compromise a little here. My son, you're gonna have to compromise. But I don't want to. I don't see why I should. Because, my boy, you're really... getting on my nerves. You can make levels online. I gotta host this level. What do you mean? Like, have it so that multiple people are editing the same level at once? That sounds chaotic. How do you possibly wrangle in that? Cool idea, but... it works somehow. Very carefully. Very whoa. Some of these backgrounds inspire some interesting shit. Yeah, we've been there already. Whoa, that's cool. Dr. Widows. Let me think a bit. Oh wow, that's cool. Ah, that could work. You fall down, cave. Okay, happy with that. Yeah, that's fine. likely to fall? And down here, you're gonna have some rats. One, two. Let me think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Do the rats run off on their own? Let's find out. Oh, sneeze. They kind of just do their own thing. That's good. They will eventually roll off the edge though, won't they? But that's fine. They move so slow that even if some do roll off the edge, it won't matter. The point is to have the player come down and slap some rat ass. Yes. Happy with it. Okay, put that rat there. That one there. Put a rat there, put a rat there. Put a rat near the edge. And I'll put a rat. Yeah, 5. 5 rats. So you come up here after doing the puzzle, get the bloom, run down. Oh, it's a tunnel filled with rats! Oh my god! Kill. Nice. And then you move on. I can smell. What the fuck is that smell? Is that me? What the fuck? I smell something very, chemically. Where is that coming from? It's... Oh, I know what it is. Okay, I'm an idiot. I've clocked on. I know what it is. So, I don't usually have my mouse mat chilling here, and I've just scratched my nose using the hand I used on the mouse mat. The mouse mat is rubber. It's pure rubber. So I just got a whiff of pure rubber, and I fucking just went into attack mode. I was like, what is that? What's happening? Okay, do that there. Can we have... We can... Oh god, yes. Aesthetically lovely. Aesthetically... You know what? I'm thinking maybe we should have the checkpoint down there instead of here. I'm gonna do that instead. Aesthetically... Biggity... Let me think. What could I put here instead then? I know. Just to help out the player a bit, just in case they didn't get what they needed. There you go. Just a little reprieve. Then you fall down, and then there's a checkpoint. Ooh, actually, we can do this business. Oh, fuck. Yes! Wait, you can do it so it's like this? Yeah, when you fall, it just goes whew. So, you come over here doing the puzzle. If you've taken damage or not, it's here if you want it. Yum. Jump down. Rat tunnel. Shoot some rats. Maybe I should orientate the rats a little bit better. Then you fall down. Whoa. Wasn't expecting that. That was a weird animation. But we're here now. Checkpoint cave. And then you move on. Cool. Let me orientate the rats a bit. This guy gets a bit jumpy. So maybe have him this way. You could also do a checkpoint active once you cross the center of the vertical outboard. Yes. Thus. Probably put that one there. Put that one there near the edge. And this one. That's better. Now you don't have to wait too long for the rats to get into whatever position they need to do in order for you to just run down and shoot some rat. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Good so far. Have this as a deeper part of the woods. Going to keep the stone motif going though. Now that we're here. Yeah, have that as a transition. We don't want that seamless. Speaking of which though, we could have this as a... No, it needs to be a transition. We can't have that seamless. Let's think here. Have this as a God, that smell is in my nose now. I can't get it out. So, right. Have this... I'm going to have this be another fly area. 1, 2, rock, 1, 2, yep. Have this another fly area, but then... over here, we're going to have... the grasshopper jumping over... Coopers. The grasshopper is going to be fun. 3 leaps. And I'm going to need to gauge how long that's going to be. It jumps back. Yes. Can you jump back to the original spot? You can. Okay, that's good. Because that is a tutorial for what is to come. Jump on the grasshopper takes you across. Easy peasy. And then we're gonna have... wonder what the blue fly's about. Exactly the same, it's just a colour variant. You know what? Just to mix things up a bit here. Yeah, put a blue. Nice. Couple of flies. Just to mix things up a tick. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, just keep the player entertained whilst they navigate. Two flies. Ooh, maybe that's not such a good idea. The purple one goes off screen. Still though, that's fine, isn't it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, let me think. Maybe just have it further back a tick. Great. I mean, if you know the level, you could simply just stand here and let them kill themselves. Probably not the best idea then. Nope. Maybe another gorilla. Maybe another gorilla. Is this a good idea? Oof! It is. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could be given another item here that help us out a bit. Maybe. Well, first of all, it needs to be in the trees, because them coming down from the trees is cool as shit. Ooh! Yep. And now you're trapped here. Can you get close though? Let's see. You can. Haha! You can do this! Alright. Okay idea, but maybe it could be better. This doesn't feel like... This doesn't feel like an obstacle, more so just stalling. Everything up to this point has felt like maneuvering to something greater, and me just putting another riller down for the player to just, I don't know, do the same thing twice seems silly. That doesn't seem like a good idea at all. Maybe... Ooh, idea. Oh! Idea just popped into me headlock! Okay. What if the gorillas aren't exactly things you need to overcome? More so, they are things that just impede your progress. Can this work? Oh, that's fun. Yep. You gotta time it. Okay. Yep. I'm okay with that. Could have something in the middle though. Ooh, wait a minute. Bringing it back to you. What if Big Monkey had a big fucking gun? But a big and fucking killed Mega Man. He just jumps down and fuck. I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Oh, wait a sec. What if we mix things up with a different bow? Oof! Hmm. Cool, but could be cooler. I don't know. Also, I feel as though that angle of thrust isn't quite... Ah, that's why. That's why. I did wonder what the hell was happening there with the angles. With the angles! So, if that one does that big... Right. So, we want you to be set back a tiny bit then. Just a tad. For this to make sense. No, it still doesn't make any sense. How? Wait, is this because... Do they aim? They don't aim. No, they do not aim. Their trajectory is based on the amount of screen they have. Now that is interesting. That is really interesting. That has given me big ideas. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Well, first of all, bring these boys back to Spike Town. I liked the idea of there just being perpetual spikes. Yeah. It looks like they're hitting each other in midair too. This is fun. There's enough room for you to time and navigate your next move. Woo! Yes! I like it. You know what? Fun. Okay, then you get the grasshopper and you teach the player that that's going to be a thing later. Good. I like that. That looks like that's like an advancement of what we learned earlier on. And I like that it really does look like they're just on glass boxes now. Cool. Okay, so we got the Megams, we got the Boingos, we got the Heathwappers. Now we want to... How do we achieve this? We should climb up once more, I think. I think there should be another climby puzzle. I say puzzle. Another climby. Another climby bit to get you up there. Ooh, now that's nice. You know what? I'm gonna replace this. Yes, that is better. That is yummy. Come out of the cave. You're still in the jungle, but you're clearly in the dense foliage below. You're no longer in the treetops. Or even on the tree line. You're down, down, down to Goblin Town. Good shit. Down, down to Goblin Town. Change of plan, Captain Cook. I wonder, this one's going to be interesting. I have an idea, but I don't know how well it's going to go. Also might be very annoying for the player if this goes wrong, so I might save it for the next segment after a checkpoint. So that if they do fail, they have a checkpoint immediately after. So these next two screens, I think I'm just going to go with normal something. Though the idea of my going upstairs puzzle is a good idea still, I think. Speaking of Goblin Town, you're currently playing the Go Hobbit. And they have a playable Stokeape. Excuse me? Do I have the... How did they get the... How did they get my likeness? Hold on, you'll send a screenshot, okay. Got me whilst I was sleeping. They got me whilst I was sleeping, those rascals. Those funny burger mice. Oh, no, that is interesting. It's just a piece of leaf on the top. There we go, that's fine. Yeah, climb up, and then we're here. This looks pretty finale-esque, though, the way the trees part like that. I don't know. That's better. Back to that, maybe? Maybe there's something else we could use. Back to that, maybe? No, that's treetop stuff. Not lower foliage. Yeah, that's fine. It's so thick you can't see through it. Oh, God. You know what? Doing this, but... Wait, can this be? It can't. Damn it. There's no T for this. There's no T for this. God. I've ruined it. Right, where was that? I really should. Okay, where was it? One of these had it. I recognize how the tile looked, but I don't recognize... I don't remember where I got it from. It's around somewhere. Oh, hey, oh my God. That's nice. What's chat up to? Send. Yeah. What the fuck? Hold on. You can say the feeling you get when you get you kick off your work boots. Whoa. I like how you got Green Dude here as well. That's a coincidence. It's vanilla unmodded, by the way. Wow. Him. He is him. keep... How'd you get me? Excuse me. Taps on shoulder. Excuse me. How did you do that? Hmm? There it is. Found it. That's what I wanted. Yeah, let's bring this back. Don't mess with what works. But we are going up. That is something I know for sure that is going to happen. I know, I have an idea. We're going to have the idea I just had, but in a safe environment. Then later, it'll be harder. And it's going to be so fucking cool. No, you better watch yourself. This is going to be bloody good, I tell you. First of all, I need to experiment with how these guys hop and where they land and if they can be corralled. So, 2. Have it just be 2. Time to experiment. You will turn around. So, does your hop stay the same no matter where? It does. So as long as the elevation doesn't change, your trajectory will not falter. Do you hurt me? Can you hurt me? Whoa, yes you can! Wow! Be careful of that then. Be very careful of that. Do. Okay, so hoppity bip. How high? How high do you hop? So about there. You can get pretty good air with this. So let's say I wanted some blocks here. Can you crush me? Is that another question I need answering? Yes, you can. Right, I need to be very careful with this idea then. Maybe it's a ledge then, rather than a floating thing. Because if it's a ledge... there's less... it's less likely to cause an issue. You'll know what to aim for. Mm-hmm. Nice. Now what? Ideas are us. I know what I want, but how do I get it? Up? That's weird. So now you're here, you jump on the hill, then you see the ledge. I hope you see the ledge. And you jump off. There's an idea here, but how do I realize it? If there's any more space there, that's going to cause an issue. I know what I want to do for the more advanced thing. It's very similar to what I did in a Rayman redesigner level. But... ugh. How do I make this semi-safe but still possible? You... okay, no. Idea. Idea 2. Get ready for this. I need to know if this is something I can do first. Okay, good. Hard part now is how do I... Wait, what's the... That could be something. Give me a hot... Ooh, annoying though if you fail to understand that's what needs to happen. What if it's facing to the right? Does it just bounce off the wall or does it stay grounded? It stays grounded. Then it turns around. Three. Okay. There doesn't seem to be a transition going up. That's fascinating. Idea 2. Just put that block there so the game understands that that is something I wish to have. If that's too high, then I will get hurt. But if it's just right, it should be okay. Just too high. But if it's not what I want, then the puzzle is not gonna work. The puzzle. Piss. This might be too finicky. That was weird. Too finicky. Okay. Too finicky. Kill. Got a better idea. I got a better idea. I got a better idea. Everybody check out my idea. It's better than yours, lol. Right, first of all, I need to know when... Right. So around about there. So let's be a bit kind. And erase some of this. No, I need to know the length of it. Because you can make that just by doing this shit. You can... Boingy. Okay, no you can't. Needs to be more further out. Idea is fine, but needs to be further out. Now then. Now then. Better. Better. Everybody's better. Alright. We can have this go for a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep this going for a time. So 1, 2, 3. 3 is plenty. You don't need to go more than 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Have this here being a ledge. And then how was that up here? It was this shit. Go up. Because that is what the player knows now. No point changing that. Nice. See if it works. Nice. Easy peasy, simple. Good shit. Happy with that. Also gives you a nice foothold for what's to come. I have an idea with these grasshoppers, again later, but something a bit more extreme than that. Something that requires a bit more being awake. But I want to do it immediately after a checkpoint, because I think it's very cruel to make them do a large part of the level, get to the grasshopper bit, and then fail immediately. That doesn't sit right in my gut. So I want to have a bit of a lull from this, and then later. Yeah, I want dense foliage now. Just trees. Welcome to Just Trees. Ha. I'm your host, Just Treeman. No, it's not a dating website. Stop asking. So we can have a little... We can have something going on in here. We can have like a closed off area for funsies. We could have something to do with the Rillas, perhaps. Do something fun in here with them. What, though? Wasn't I remember being told something? About the Rillas. The coolest part of this stream is that you likely use the same idea methods than designing my own games. And it's cool to see the inside of how it works. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. My gamas. Well, first of all, we need to have this guy falling, because that's just really cool. Whoa! Yes. Oof! This music fits with what's going on right now. Yes! Okay, yes. I actually enjoy that. That's a fun little physics. I'm going to make the gap a bit bigger. Because I think that was luck how in there, so I'm going to be a bit kinder to the player. But that's fun. That's a fun little fuck around physics puzzle. I want to do that again, actually. I'm actually really happy that worked. Boom. Boom, boom. Whoa! Actually, you gotta avoid hitting the Rilla. Oh no! Oh no, wait, it's fine. He throws another one. I wonder, can you shoot the bubble? You cannot. That's fun. I really like that. I wonder, can you... I don't think you can. I don't think it's an immediate... The ball without a line harmed you. That's good. I like this. This is fun. Probably best to... Oh, no, wait, hold on. If I... Okay, let's say I do, in fact, kill the Rilla and realize, oh, wait, I did need the ball. Yes. You can make him come back. Cool. I just don't want to accidentally soft-lock the player, but this is fun. This is fun, the idea of using this to get where you need to go. Oof. Whoa. God damn it. I can see how one would be stuck here for a time though, but... Maybe I can do a better job at coaxing the ball a bit better. Because having it come back around immediately in the same trajectory doesn't help. Alright, that doesn't help either. Although, hold on. What if... No. I'll try once more. Oh! You could! Wait a sec. That's something that you could do. Maybe not close enough. I'll wait a bit longer than normal. No, I need to be faster than normal, not wait. Nah. Cool and all, but can't expect the player to... I'll make it it's too wide like before. That's where the idea came from, and so I think that's where the idea should stay. Maybe I should have another platform in the middle. The idea here is fun, but there's not enough... There needs to be more room for getting it right. So let's see if I add a lip. And maybe around about here, add a small base. Let's see what happens. Whoa! Idea is there. Needs work. Okay, we need to bring you down. This needs to be wider. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Although, no, it's kind of stuck like this. Now you're just waiting for it. We don't want the player to have to wait for anything. There needs to be affirmative action with every piece of agency, otherwise what's the point? Hey player, I see you've picked up a new piece of entertainment. I'm just going to have to ask you to wait 10 minutes for the thing that you want to happen. Other than that, though, feel free to have fun. It's not fair on them. There is a way to do this without there being like I have to wait. There's a fun here. There's a big piece of fun here. Okay. think about this for a sec. Whoops, that's not the button I wanted. That does give you more options. Okay, I'm happy with this. Right, let's mess around with this. Really bad. Okay, first of all, there. Make that floor level. Whoa! But immediate. Well, if you're good enough, you could get what you want immediately. But let's assume whoever goes into this room is just watching this, and it's like, I don't get it. Okay. This is better. With the center... Woof. The centerpiece being the way it is does make this better. Although it is a little fucky. I think a checkpoint immediately after this is a good idea. Because let's assume a player is stuck on this for a while, trying to work out what the hell is going on. How do you... Wait a sec. You know, never mind. I jumped the gun here. There is no point in this level where I have shown the player that this is something that could happen. I am immediately throwing the player into a situation that's completely new and requires immediate affirmative action without there being any sort of tangible loop to link back to it. The player will not, unless the person knows exactly how Mega Man Maker works, the player would have no idea that that kind of ball does what it does. Unless we change our strategy and change this to something else. How does this go? I want it to be something that you cannot avoid now. This needs to be something you cannot avoid. Because it's not going to hurt you. How do I do that? Right here? No. Maybe. Bit of a silly idea, but it could be the thing that makes or breaks this. Multiple ape. Multiple ape throwing harmless projectiles at you. At some... If we're doing that, then we can't have these. We cannot have these if we're doing that. That is cruel. Here's a harmless projectile that bounces you across the room. Also, there is obstacles down here that will kill you. It's not fair. You can't teach the player something and then immediately punish them. That's dumb. It's worse than dumb. That's just mean. Why would you treat your player base like that? Why? Hey, gamer. I see you're interested in my product. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Ha! Anyway, like and subscribe my video. Okay, that's actually perfect. The balls... Okay, the second you come into the screen... Rillas. You don't even need to let them hit you. You know these things are bouncing everywhere. And they're in your trajectory, so when you're ready, once you've gotten that in your head that these things cannot hurt you, you can clear them out of your way. But I am now need to get rid of that fly because it is in the way. Yes, the balls do not hurt you, Mega Man. And then later, you'll be given that room where you can play around with the balls. Lol. Oh my god, it came back. And then there's the fly business. I'm gonna have another fly here, right next to the capsule. Okay, now we have our introductory to the balls, and then we have this lead up to the ball puzzle. We can't dictate the player's thoughts, but what we can do is give them plenty of breadcrumbs for them to work it out themselves, especially in a game like Mega Man where dialogue is absent and it's all visual cues. So hopefully this is enough for the player to be like, hey yo, the balls are back. I know they don't hurt me. Let's play around in this space. And see what happened. Yes. I'm putting a lot of faith in the player in this little bit, but I think it's worth it. What I could do... Oh, wait a minute. At this point, I have Rush. I forgot about this. Hang about. How do I give myself Rush without it locked? That's why. There. Okay. How do I suppose I could just give myself the capsule the second I come in here. And just play around. If I come here with Rush, how much of a difference is this going to make? Because I did not think you could, if you wanted to. Okay, you can't leave with Rush. Good. But what you can do, if you wanted to, get on this. Which could give you more options. Ugh. Oh, God. Yeah, immediate checkpoint after this. God, I wish there was a better way to convey this. Well, not convey, a better way to make this an instant... I can get rid of this now, because now I know that Rush isn't going to be a problem. If the player chooses to use Rush as a tool, that is, it's not going to get in the way of the puzzle. This room is bothering me, though. I want this to be the room where the player can mess around with physics, but at the same time, it's starting to look more and more like something you don't have any control. I have one more idea. So where's the Rilla? So he comes down. Where do the projectiles spawn when he appear? Right, so it's a part above. It's even higher than that, goodness. Okay, good. So what if I did... So it's gonna go... It's down and up, isn't it? I need to watch this over and over again. Yeah, it's down and up and down and all around. Ha. So what if I did that? I need to... Nope. Not there. Aha, okay. Ooh. Hey, 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 hey. Is... Have I sussed this? Near. Not by a long shot. We'll get this. Inch by inch. This is gonna be dumb. But if I can pull this off. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. We got something. Right. Think about this for a sec. Now that I've got it where I want it to be, what do I do now? Yes, yes, yes! Okay. So even if you don't get it, even you understand. The ball is now corralled. At some point. You can get on top of this thing. Bit fiddly, but this is much better than before. Much, much, much better. Now then. Is there a way to have an only one-way, a one-way system? I don't think so. Oh, window. This is all just decoration, there's no function here. But we do have function blocks. We do have function blocks. Reflect. Weapon block. Dropper. Droppers. Hangs from the ceiling and drops stuff down. Wait a minute, what kind of stuff? What the flying... Ah, okay. Right, okay. Not what I thought, but... Drop a mid, drop a count. Right. Low gravity, that's fun. Ice barrier. Floor light, that's fun. Burst water. Teleporter rain. Oh, rain? Yo, I didn't know we could have rain. Hold on, how does this look? Do I have to activate it? I'm not sure how this works. 2, 3, 4, 1. Excuse me. Nah, don't quite understand that. I'll work it out later. Anti-grav. Moving direction light. A conveyor belt that speeds up and moves down when you stand on it. Oh, cool, but that's not what I need. Mobile block. Music changer. Ayo. Keys, key door. Is this... Does this... What? Does this stop everything? Or does it just stop Mega Man? Stops everything, okay. Not what I need. Health modifier, level target. Liquid height crystal. Key block, arrows, water hover, lava hover. Plushie. The hell's the point of these? That's weird. Right, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this idea that I want today. But there's an idea here. I need to play around some more with this. I wonder, is there a way... Is there a way to get this to scoop the character up without it interfering with the crap? Maybe. Let's go and see. Maybe there's stuff hidden in the tree. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like that. I'll keep an eye on that. Actually, you can stick that anywhere. Oh my god. I am a fan of that grass top stuff. Did not know you could grass top stuff. Do that real quick. Anything else I can grass top? No, there's no need. Right, so... Try again. I was really pleased when I got this to come through, when I funneled that ball. It's good, but there needs to be more to this. Chase it all away. Get rid of it all. Take it away. There's an idea here. A really good idea. But I am having trouble. I got an idea. Let's move the Rilla down and put a cap on top. Because bro doesn't need to come down from the trees every time. And it will also help us not to get hit. Yeah, we just bump against the side. That's nice. That's better. We could also jump up here too. There's something you can do with this, but I don't know what it is. Maybe this is something I need to sit on. We'll come back to this. There's something here. Maybe the roof having the gorilla having a roof is a good idea, but there's more to this. Maybe there's something more. Just ramblings, but I believe there is a pattern here that can be manipulated in order for this thing to go where it is I want it to go. I'm gonna fool around a bit. That is cool that I can make it perpetually do this, but it's not what I need. Again, cool that I can make it do this. Maybe that's the key. Let me think. Maybe that's the key. No, I don't want anything that will anything that I can get up there with Rush Jet is a bad idea. That makes it forever go back and forth, which is good. Is there a way I can make that? The part in the middle was good. Okay, so it is. You can do it. So, right. What if I do what I did last time and had a block in the middle? Is that going to stop it? It is. And if it is, then I can get rid of this. And where that is too it's too tight for it to be a rush block. Alright, it's doable. I feel as though I'm looking way too deeply into this. Maybe this is the part of my level that divides people, but I feel as though there is something to this. Maybe I'll have a better idea tomorrow. But as it stands, I feel as though this is okay. And I feel as though anybody who wants to know to get past this will know. They'll figure it out. Despite having made this multiple times, I'm still not happy. But that's fine. Maybe we could have like, because you can have a music changer. Maybe we could have like a puzzle theme going on in here, like no longer intense, but the music is more like puzzle time. Use your brain. There we go. It's fine. I'm looking into this way too much. This is fine, you know? We'll come back to this tomorrow with a fresh head. Maybe I'll have a better idea, maybe I won't. But it's fine the way it is. At the moment, we've got quite a few screens. We've got that first section down there, got the grasshoppers, and we've got whatever's coming up next. Definitely a checkpoint after this. Because I do not know if whoever decides to do this level will spend hours on this pit, and I think a checkpoint is just good. It's courteous, depending on where that could end up.